Wait. Last time she was putting over 5,000 platinum pieces on every single table. You're telling me he won enough to cause them that big of a problem?
Well, we have the Golden Goose tokens, but we don't necessarily have the platinum to cover all the tokens that are there, as you can understand, because you have to have the appearance that it works, that we have a lot of money. But wealthy aristocrats and guild members like to know that. But that being said, we may not be able to cover all of the tokens there.
Bailey, did you have any more associations you wanted to make with the boat and sailing in the ocean or anything like that?
Well, she said that they didn't come up from the south. Or she said they came from the south, but they didn't come from the ocean.
Correct, yes. We've traveled down to Wamford before. Going under the stone bridge is beautiful. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of giant issues through the Desert Hills. The stone giants are throwing rocks at our boat, so we stopped going that direction, and we've now been going north. Those pesky giants.
There was also a little bit of a, this is just to the party or to Barry or whatever, that there was still a little bit of a...
You broke up again.
Each of the stools or, resting places for the ore people, and the cups are sitting there full waiting for people to sit down. Just seemed kind of weird. Now, I don't recall if that was the same... Now, I think I even asked that, if it was the same stuff that was served to us upstairs, that dragon turtle grip.
Yeah.
And so it was or was not the same stuff?
It was tough to tell. I mean, you didn't taste it at all. The mugs that were down there weren't the nice crystal glasses, so you couldn't necessarily see the liquid consistency and everything that was to it. So tough to say.
Yeah, so I'd have to get back down there and look at the mugs again to see.
Right.
Other than that, I didn't really have anything else to do with the boat, or have any other questions about the boat.
Okay.
Alrighty. Pao Ming says, nice to meet you all. We have to get ready for tonight, though, of course. And Mingles, if you change your mind, I have a contract for 6 months.
Yeah, and Mr. Mingles...
keep it in mind, thank you.
Mr. Mingles, maybe you should turn in those tokens while we're here.
Oh, yeah. We'll get some tokens.
Wonder if that'll count against your cap.
I'm sorry, I cannot exchange any tokens while we're at dock. As you remember, when we pulled in, I said we had to get rid of we had to have all the exchanges. There may be, she kind of bends down, guards watching us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just hide those then and do it another time.
She kind of looks back and forth. She says, thank you for coming and checking on us, very loudly.
Alright, let's be on our way.
Alright, team, where to now? Where do we go?
It seems like everything's pointing to Waterdeep.
That is the capital.
Well, do we head to Tribor? We were going to Tribor for something else originally, weren't we?
Yeah, that woman, that's where she left in that direction. I mean, we could pass through Tribor for going to Waterdeep. 2 birds, 1 stone.
No, I know, but I mean, even before we got to Yartar, we were going to Tribor for something, and I don't know if I
that's
remember.
when we were going to take that kid to get healed by the cleric.
Nah, it was before that.
The goblin was
Yeah.
leading us to the hill giant base, and he mentioned 3 boars, but we found that anyways.
Yeah, there was something from Golden Fields. Nightstone. There was somebody who had died, and we were supposed to talk to their relatives there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that was just going to be, since we were headed up north anyway, we were just going to stop into Tribor. And we kind of skipped that. Because we flew on the dragon to Yartar instead.
and Brooknock, the half-orc from Westbridge, told us that Tribor is having fire giant issues.
That's correct. They're having incursions.
Oh yeah, we saw a group of them when we were flying on the dragon.
That's correct.
Oh, and here's another little thing. Brooknock also told us that Sloop-de-Doop steals children and turns things into gelatinous cubes.
That's
Who
correct.
told us that?
Brooknock, who was the half-orc that ran the inn of the Happy Halfling in Westbridge. It was right before we met Felgalos, or Felgalos.
Felgalos, yep.
I must have been drunk in the inn that night.
Well,
Yeah.
that guy could have been just telling stories.
Yeah, he told us about fire giants near the Black Maw. Green dragon named Gnawbone lived in the Black Maw a long time ago. Now the green dragon has been seen in the Crypt Garden Forest. Hoary Elkerson came through town the day before us as the guy who we were escorting his caravan. And then, of course, Tribor's having fire giant issues, and Sloop-de-Doop steals children. Because if you remember, we had found Artan, and Westbridge was the first place we settled down with him, and Half-Orc kind of flipped out when he saw him, because he was all, like, transparent and fishy and whatever.
Yeah, he was all fishy, yep.
Yeah, and he kind of knew something about that it was a curse or something like that. And he made the comment that Sloop-de-Doop steals children and turns things into gelatinous cubes.
Well then, I guess we should head to Tribor. It'd be our first stop anyways if we were going down that path.
Yeah, I mean, we got to go there anyway, so.
We can ask them about those fire giants, but I don't think we could beat a group of those things.
Well, I could, but. As a giant fire ant.
All right. Are you heading out right away? Or are you spending another day in Yartar, or what's the plan?
What's the clock?
Well-
Go ahead.
I was going to say we should let Sally know that we're headed that way, and then have the frost giant meet us.
Why do they call her Scimitar Sally?
So Barry has spent a lot of time with her, and she is one of the hands of Yartar, which I think, yeah, that's right. We talked about it last week. So that's the Thieves Guild. It's an all-women's Thieves Guild in Yartar who pretty much knows everything. And you know that she got her name, Barry, by she always fights with a scimitar, and the only reason why she fights with a scimitar is the only person that ever bested her used a scimitar, and that's how she got her scar, which she never forgets. And so she wanted to learn the weapon very well, and she's considered an expert with the scimitar.
See, now I have a note also that says Jacob Dawnflower, Hand of Yartar, family is into. So, like, was the Dawnflower family into the Hand of Yartar?
Ah, they were.
I tell Barry that.
All right, cool.
I keep such good notes, I don't even know what my notes are.
So, Barry, if that's what you'd like to do, you're more than welcome to find Scimitar Sally. You have no issues with that. You know that she's told you that all you have to do is typically talk to any woman who appears to be either, working in a shop or, kind of a common person or appears to be a common person, and they all know how to get a hold of her. If you just say, Scimitar Sally is... looking around or something like that, and they immediately are able to contact her.
Okay.
Yep,
Are we
have to do
planning
the-
as a group to spend one more night and head to Waterdeep in the morning?
It's mid-afternoon, so
Well, Tribor.
Yeah, Waterdeep is many days away.
And I think to summon Scimitar Sally, it's got to be like Scimitar Sally sells seashells at the seashore, or something like that.
That's exactly what it has to be.
That'll summon her. You have to do it like 3 times in a dark room, looking into a mirror. Or
A
something.
dark alley.
Yeah, a dark alley, and there has to be a chalk drawing of her on the wall.
Hmm. Where will we be staying?
Well, I like the place that we stayed in before.
With a place with rats and dripping water in the walls.
It was safe.
Yeah, we
Safe
were
from
guarded.
what, though?
I don't know. Didn't Nestor kind of give us the impression that maybe some people are happy with us and some people aren't?
I'd love to meet these people who aren't happy with us.
Well, we know that bitch from Lady Rosalia.
I'm sure she was happy with us on the inside.
So you guys return back to the inn. The wooden gate rolls up, and again, you see the gentleman standing there, and he's like, "Back for more, huh? 1 gold."
Thank you, Beldabar.
You're welcome. And he says, "Same rooms?"
Yes, please.
Same gongs.
He says, "By the way, whoever was peeing in the one room, can you stop that? We'd ask that you, if you need a bucket or something, we're happy to give you a bucket."
Yeah, that
Relady
was
goes,
water.
"Ooh, gross, you guys! Come on."
Stig, was that you?
That was water. That wasn't pee. I'll pay the 5 gold this time around.
All right.
Save your money, people.
And he says, that was very rude of me. He says, we'll have a bath tub for you to put in there so you can fill it with water.
Thanks. Yeah, I like to sleep partially immersed.
We don't get many lizard folk coming here, if you can imagine.
Oh, you need a waterbed.
It's understandable.
He says, I'll have one delivered to your room as soon as I can.
Rewind to the 80s.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll try to make contact with Sally, and then I would like to spend the evening just hanging out with the unsavory folks.
Nice. I like it. Well, there's definitely plenty of those in this place. As you guys come in now during a normal time, you see that the main room is quite busy. Lots of people are milling about, eating food and drinking wine, and generally just enjoying their place. Word is out. Anybody else randomly would like to do anything while you're in here?
I kind of want to go to El Scalindar, which was, I think it was the map and bookseller. That was either the name of the place or the person who ran it. I don't know. And it was the map and bookseller in the center of town.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up right now. So that was Eskendrar's Maps, Books, and Folios.
Eskendrar's. Yeah, I need to get a better spell checker on this.
I'm not pronouncing very well, I don't think, so.
I wouldn't be able to spell it anyway. And Relenia just wants to get maybe some topographical maps of the area and Tribor area if she can.
Sure.
And then get a couple just books, and she'll buy them or whatever for about the different types of giants, because she's never really, these encounters are her first encounters with giants, and she'd like to know more about the different types and kind of their hierarchy and religion and blah blah blah.
Yep. So he, I should say, he it does help you out. He rolls out a scroll, and on that scroll he has almost a three-dimensional sort of picture of Tribor that's drawn on it, with kind of quite exquisite detail of each building being marked on the map. And there's even some elevations that you can see that are marked that he's got written on. And he hands you that, and then he does have the book, which is called a strange-sounding book. You've heard rumors of this person, but never really saw it, and it says Volo's Guides to Giants. Storms, hills, and everything in between.
Sounds familiar.
And he kind of passes over. He says, "Now these books are a bit expensive with this map. It's going to be pricey." You do have the coin, I hope.
Yes, of course I do. And I pull some coppers out of my
Oh dear! And he
my, pouch.
he immediately takes the book and brings it back closer to his chest and says, and starts to roll up the map. I feel that you probably need to maybe.
Come now.
Oh.
And I flash a couple platinums.
Nice, and immediately sets the book on the table and unrolls the map and says, "I'll even throw in a scroll case for that map if you can cough up 3 platinum."
30 gold.
30 gold. Yes, it's a very good book.
How about 25?
I'm really kind of partial to platinum. It's hard to cut a platinum in half, but fine. That's fine. We can do that. 2 platinum.
2 platinum and 5 gold.
Wonderful, and gives you this very nice scroll case. It's got writing on it, and you see it says, "Please shop at Escadral's Maps, Books, and Folios" on the side of it. Here you go, and hands it back to you.
Okay.
And
if it's not Escobar's, then it's Noblinski.
right, exactly. And does that. So you're doing that. Anybody else look for anything in particular while you're still here?
Nope, I'm enjoying my last evening with the people of Yartar.
So
Apothecary.
Apothecary. Oh, that's right. I forgot you were asking about apothecary. I forgot. You do see a apothecary shop that's sort of in the northeastern part of the town itself. Not a very nice neighborhood. It's kind of tucked back in, and you see a sign there that shows sort of a high elf type appearance on the sign with a very flat affect or face. Looks kind of stonewallish, and it's holding a mortar and a pedestal, and it looks like it's acting like it's stirring something on the sign itself. And it says Moonbore's Mixtures.
Good enough for me.
All right, so you walk in, and immediately when you walk in, you see the person that's on the sign there, and literally is mixing in the mortal and pedestal, and kind of turns around and says, "Good evening, Aramel. What can I help you with?"
Well, first of all, I'd like you to identify this vial of not dog-like pink glue.
This may cost you some coin, I have to tell you, unless you're going to give it to me, and then I'm more than happy to tell you what it is for the fee of the vial, of course.
I'd like you to purchase it.
Oh, well, let me see it for a second, if I may.
Identify its price, and I'll tell them where I got it. I believe it's the goo of, that dog, that giant's dog.
It is. That's exactly what it is. And so she, she, I can't remember. He looks at the vial itself and does and kind of takes a smell of it, and then you see he takes his little finger and just dabs it in there, and then dabs on the tongue. Goes, "Oh yeah, definitely the aberration." Yes, this would be an Ogolith. Have you ever seen one? It's got a couple large tentacles, a little acidy, takes the bite.
Yes, I've taken on a few.
Oh, big adventurer.
That's right.
Unfortunately, though, there's not a lot of market for this. Probably 2 gold.
I think I'll keep it. I have my own personal uses for it.
Good shot. Good call. That sounds good. Anything else?
Yes, and I show him the second vat of the special goo.
Ew, what is that?
It's a poisonous kind of salad dressing.
He looks at it and he says, I've not seen this before. I'd have to borrow this if I could, and that way I can tell you exactly what it is.
I know what it is. It's a giant vat of potion of water breathing.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, well, what are you going to do with that?
Hopefully sell it.
But it's not in the liquid that it's normally in, and I don't see the little lump of something. It's like all lump. There's no water.
It's a cleaner mixture, I'm sure. Made by the fish-used people.
Well, that sounds like a very nice gift. I would hang on to that. Maybe give it to someone you love.
Oh shit, what if we add water to that?
Oh,
Sir, this is a very complicated mixture made only by the smartest, what are those fish people called?
Katoa.
Kotoa. Kotoa scientists.
Um,
Alchemists.
You've never met a Katoa, have you? Because if you've met one, you'd know that they're really kind of weird.
Well, we did kill them all, but
What?
not before they finished this product.
Why would you kill them all? That's just
They
not
were
nice.
very aggressive.
Were they?
You know those Kotoa, they're crazy lot.
Usually they say, uh-oh, and then they run away.
Fish sticks were on the menu.
They did make it to the uh-oh part at least.
Ah, I see. Well, I'm happy to give you 25 gold for that, if you're interested.
25 gold.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure a potion of water breathing is worth a lot more in smaller doses.
Ah, but you don't know if that's a potion of water breathing, do you?
I do, I've tried it.
Ah, and how did you feel afterwards?
Afterwards, after enough time had passed, I had felt right back to normal.
Well, then I guess it's probably best that you keep that. Maybe experiment with it a little bit. Maybe you can figure out how to fix it.
Would you like to try it?
No.
I'm never gonna get rid of this thing.
I'm willing to taste the otolith blood, but I'm not willing to taste the snot you have there.
That would be entertaining, I think, to myself. And I'll hand him the not dog,
All
as
right.
it's known as.
And he takes that and he kind of dips his finger in again and tastes it. Yep, that's what that is. Yeah.
Alright, you can have that for 2 gold.
All right, and he gives you 2 gold pieces.
Now, this bit of giant egg.
What?
This is an interesting one. Got this off of a giant egg by the stone bridge. Inside was a man turned into a jelly monster. So this is a rare product.
That's hogwash. I don't believe you.
Have a taste for yourself.
Nah, I'm not eating that.
Why does everything come with a taste?
How else are you gonna know what it is?
Aren't you an
What do you-
apothecary and expert? I took a taste of all this stuff.
Yes, he is. He looks at you and he says, I don't have a death wish. I'm not going to eat that.
I'm still standing. It can't do anything to you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I'm good. That could that could be like some concoction you mixed up and are you trying to swindle me?
Of course not. We're not planning to leave town by today.
He's like, nope, I'm not going to buy that. Sorry. I'm happy to look into it. You can leave it here. I'll be happy to check it out, but I'm not buying it.
Well, do you know where I could pawn off all this jewelry and art that I own legally?
Oh, wow. You could go to Firelust Fabrics Tailoring and Art Supply.
Oh, well, thank you.
Welcome. Come on back if you want to let me mess around
Hey, I'm
with
not
that.
done here.
Oh, you need something
It
else?
wasn't a farewell.
Oh, it sounded like one.
I
What?
obviously need some potions.
Oh, what kind of potions do you need?
You know, the healing kind. Simple.
I have those, sure.
How many do you have, though?
8.
8. And how much are those?
Depends. How many coins you got? Give me a persuasion roll.
Alright, there it is.
Yeah, maybe I could help you out dealing with them.
That is 75 gold apiece.
Wow. That's terrible. Have you not heard of our crew going around fighting the giants? We're the one who took out the hill giant base near here.
Oh, yeah. What's your name?
50% over.
William
cost.
Dorado.
What is it?
William Dorado?
Never heard of you.
Damn. Lord's Alliance group going around?
Yeah, everybody in Yartar is, quote, Lord's Alliance, end quote.
The Tale of Stig?
We need a team name.
Tail of Stig. Oh, I have heard of Mr. Jangle's Fist. Best group ever.
Damn them. That's just a poser group. They're not real.
Not what I heard.
Somewhat communist too by their symbol.
Nope. Otherwise, I've never heard of you. Sorry, you guys need to be more famous.
Alright, I'm taking the ace from the sleeve here, and I present the talking doll to him.
Oh. All right. And what do you want to do with the talking doll?
How many potions could I get for this magical artifact? I'm sure a man in your work could use something of a recorder.
He looks, he says, I am 350 years old. I don't have kids anymore.
It's not for kids. It's an adult's doll.
Whale's
What?
been sleeping with it every night.
Oh my god. How old are you, son?
It's unimportant.
What are you,
This is a tool in the shape of a doll.
20? 30? I'm surprised,
Unimportant, sir.
I'm surprised your mommy didn't even let you go out of there.
It's a magical attunement requiring object.
Sir, do you have any more apothecary potions or elixirs that you're looking for today?
How about this rune rock? It's a rock with a mysterious rune on it.
Oh, don't sell that stuff. We might need this.
Oh, sorry, this was a quest item.
Let me look at that. I don't want that.
Oh, well.
When
not-
you weren't here, we sold the puppet show.
Yeah, how the hell did you get 3,000 gold for that?
There was lights and music.
We put on a
Was
puppet show.
It was, actually. I forgot about that.
Screw this
team effort.
apothecary. I denounce it in the name of the Lord's Alliance, selling your 75 gold potions.
Eremos just shrugs and she says, okay. Lord's Alliance members.
Okay, I'll buy one.
Wow.
She says, 75 gold, and she pushes one potion towards you he does with a big smirk on his face.
Willpower's not very high on this one.
I dropped the gold there.
Aramel quickly picks up the gold as fast as you drop it, boop, 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 and pushes it aside. Please come back anytime. I have plenty more. I will be making some more tonight, matter of fact. You definitely probably need it.
I grimace and walk away.
Have a good night.
Haggle master.
Alrighty. Anybody else? Stig or Melton, you guys need anything?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, gotcha.
I'm gonna shovel some dirt in my bathtub and then use my canter of water to fill it up halfway.
Nice. So you got a nice little mud bath going?
Hey, I wanted to look for one more book. I wanted to see if you had anything on animal training / familiar training.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
And
So,
I'm really good with animals, and I like to hang out and talk and learn about animals and stuff. And I wonder if you had any books that would teach me how to become a better friend to animals. And
I heard Dr. Doolittle has a really good book.
I could do all that.
so he kind of goes, let me see. And you see him kind of going through all the books and moving books around and whatnot. And there's a really dusty one way in the back. And he kind of blows it off and, yes, yep, this is probably your book. And he kind of looks at it and he says, oh boy, long time since I read this book. How much? It's taking up space anyways. 10 gold for this book.
And what is it called?
Oh, this book, I have it right here. And he's paging through it. And he's like, yes. Boldwalker's Guide to the High Forest, Spine of the World, as well as Am and various other places. Yes.
Boldwalker's Guide to what?
The High Forest, Spine of the World, Am, and many other places. Now, some of those creatures in there may be extinct.
There's dinosaurs.
Barry, as the group is out and about,
Okay.
doing their thing. You're, I assume, at the bar or whatever at the place.
I am.
Yep.
I go ahead and hold him, give him a platinum piece for that one.
He says, I love platinum. Thank you.
And with that, I walk back to the inn.
All right, sounds good. So, Barry, a short time later, you're in there kind of talking with people and whatnot, kind of discussing things, hanging out with some, and Scimitar Sally kind of comes up and sort of sits down next to you, and she says, pretty interesting group you got there.
Yeah, we're pretty diverse, but we get things done.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's good. So you needed me.
Yes, we decided that we're going to head towards Waterdeep with a stop through Tribor.
Oh, nice. Not a very
So-
busy bit city, just so you know.
Tribor?
Yeah, it's kind of a small town. I don't know. It's not like Yartar.
Oh, Yartar's pretty nice.
It is. I agree. You should come back sometime.
I'm sure we'll be back this way.
Probably.
So if you could just let Harshnag know that we're headed back to Waterdeep, that might be a good place to meet up with us.
Sure, no problem. The last my contacts had told me is he was actually going up to Nesme looking for you. So that's over in the Evermoors. It may take him a couple days to get back, but I'll let him know. Where are you heading after that? Any ideas?
No clue. I think once we get to Waterdeep and talk to some of our superiors once we get there, they'll probably have a better idea where we need to go.
Yeah, probably true. I'll let Harshnag know. I have a runner that can run tonight, actually. She's been sleeping all day. So we'll get her running up the road, and we'll see if she can find him. He's usually not that hard. He is a frost giant and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He heard of your work on the stone bridge, by the way.
Oh, really?
I didn't want to say anything in front of the Water Baron, to be honest.
Yeah, that fire giant kind of just, with no just came right at us.
Yeah, that's part of the issues that we're having with some of the giants. Harshnag's a good guy. He'll take good care of you, but I've heard he's been actually fighting his own out there, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised. But he'd only do it if there was evil giants out there. So the word was he told me that he found the body there, and somebody had done Speak with Dead and heard about your group. He also mentioned something about some hill giants or something.
Oh, down south south of Belliard?
Something like that. He had just said that you guys had saved the Golden Fields, and that's kind of how he had started looking for you all, and then been trying to follow your path. I think he thought you went farther north than Yartar, though.
No, nope. We stopped, we did have, fought some hill giants in Golden Fields, and then, didn't we see some more hill giants somewhere?
Yeah, it was outside of Belliard.
Yeah, it was outside of Belliard.
Yeah, Moog and Dom. Or Dumb.
Yeah. Anyways, he said that it was important for him to find you.
Well, as I said, we're going to be on the road to Tribor and then on down to Waterdeep.
Excellent. I'll let him know, and he may or may not see you in the city. I don't know. Like I said, he doesn't like going into town, so I would expect you may see him on the trails.
That sounds awesome.
Do you need that favor?
What favor?
If you remember correctly, there was you had gained favor. Was it with Timora, or was it a priest? I can't remember.
It was with the priest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got mistaken. I apologize. So, never mind. We're good. I thought you did with her, but maybe you didn't. So.
I did with her. She was, if I needed help, like in the alleys or.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
that.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. I knew there was something. I just couldn't remember what it was. So, she says, "Stay safe out there, okay?"
I will try.
And if you're ever looking to join the hand, just let us know. We'd love to have you.
If I ever try to settle down, maybe I'll come back this way.
It's a good place. All right, take care. She kind of gets up and kind of wanders. Now, instead of going out the exit, though, you see she walks down the same hallway that you do, and then she sort of ducks into a room.
not our room, right?
Not yours, no, just another room that's down one of the spokes.
Okay.
The rest of you return for the night. You do hear general discussions about giants. They seem to be more and more prevalent as you guys continue to wander around, hearing about how a lot of the giants have been randomly attacking the cities and how a lot of the people are pretty scared. They're surprised Yartar hasn't been attacked since it's such a big city, but then again, they think that the shields have a lot to do with that, and maybe they're scared of the hand. But otherwise, just general discussions and whatnot. All of you return back for the night. I assume you go to sleep.
Yep.
Alrighty. And then waken in the morning and head towards Tribor, is that correct?
Yep.
I think that's the plan.
Alrighty. Just briefly, we're going to wrap it up here in just a couple minutes because it's already 2 o'clock. But so for Tribor, do you share your map, Relenia, or do you want to just hold that close for a little while?
I'll just keep it.
Keep it close? Alright, gotcha.
Druids can use maps.
What's that?
Druids can use maps.
Yeah, sure they can.
But they had like natural maps.
I think that's the
memory.
Isn't that the Rangers?
Well, I do, but I need to learn about towns. I don't have all that natural memory and information about towns.
A druid in the downtown.
Yeah, it's a fish out of water.
As you guys continue down Evermore Way and traveling towards Tribor, you notice that the weather has changed quite a bit. It was sunny the day before, but today it's quite windy and cold. You do feel a strong, bitter wind kind of blowing out from the north, and you're starting to see signs of what appears to be the beginning of fall. There's occasional rain and drizzle throughout the day, but you're able to travel relatively uneventful. As you come into Tribor, you recognize that this is really kind of a town sort of at a crossroads of the Long Road and Tribor Trail and Evermore Way. Seems again to have a lot of caravans. There's some cottages and lots of fields for farming, as well as for some cattle and whatnot here as well. As you do enter into the town, the people notice that you're coming in. However, they don't think too much of it, as there's lots of travelers that pass through the areas here. And unless you guys have anything else, I think we can pick up there.
I think on our way out of town of Yartar, I want to use Animal Messenger, and I want to send a raven with a message down to Brooknock at Westbridge.
Yeah.
And ask if he can have our horses sent up Tribor.
Okay.
And that will pay a delivery fee when we meet him up in Tribor.
Perfect. That sounds great. And so you send the raven for that, and the raven soon returns to you just prior to coming in, and says that you can expect to see your horses in the West Caravan Campground.
Okay.
And says that he will have somebody there with a symbol of his inn.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm glad you remember that, because I forgot you guys didn't have your horses.